Hey everyone, John again, playing Immaculate Grid, gonna play the January 1st, 2024 game. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So that would that'll be grid number 274, and then I still owe yesterday's grid from New Year's. We had a fun little party with just my family. Great time. It was great seeing them. Just sent them home this morning. So um, yeah, it was a wonderful week. We'll be excited to see what 2024 brings. As far as this channel, I would expect more of the same. I did see a Sporkle suggestion. Maybe I'll get to one of those. I'll try to keep making up the older grids as we're going along here. Um, on a personal note, my 2024 does figure to be a lot busier in terms of work ramping up here. So there is that. So we'll see if I'm able to get these videos out every day. But in the meantime, let's play 274. Let's get right into it. I'm going to start sharing. I guess I share my screen for these. And that's right. That's grid number 25. And this is timed round. I'm just gonna go as fast as I can. So no more digging around for low rarity scores in the timed round. All right, there we go. And we're go. Oh, first round draft pick. So let's see here. Palmero was a first round draft pick. I did study these not too long ago. Let's see here. It's a good one. Oh man, I'm blanking on that one. Come back to it. No, Carlos Pena is a first round. All right, might have to come back there. Dwight Evans will work here. Kurt Schilling will work here. Let's see, Boston. Uh, uh, Price. Great. Jim Palmer. I'm gonna lose on the time here. Halliday. Verlander. Over a minute now. And man, I'd looked some guys up. I believe Greg Jeffries of Philly fame and Cardinal fame will work. He was a first rounder, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So got it under at least a minute 30. It was a weak categories. About a week ago, I was or so. I was looking at first round draft picks, and I'd come up with people are going to use if and when it. I mean, I knew it was going to come up again at some point, but I was definitely struggling with those. Look at all these choices. But actually, I think those rarity scores were somewhat low. I mean, I guess if I go with current people, those would be a lot better. Carlos Pena down here at 0.09. I was kind of remembering that because he was traded from Oakland in the Moneyball movie. I wonder, I'm not even sure if I have a good. I'm not going to beat that probably. I'm going to have to really think long and hard on Detroit, see if I can beat a .09. The rest of these were somewhat high. Evans did play a year with Baltimore towards the end of his career. So we're going to go ahead and stop share and start sharing again. And this time we're going here to this incognito mode. This is once again grid number 25. So go ahead and erase that and get into it. All right. So I know Carl Reynolds, who I've used for his standouts 1930 season, played for the White Sox, the Reds, which is who we had that season with, and the Red Sox and the Orioles. So he will be my selection here. Oh, that's a really low percentage. Love that. And then down here, that is an Al Simmons combo. Pretty low, but not as low as Carl Reynolds. Let's see. So would I go with Schilling for this one before? I guess does JD Drew work here? That'd be an interesting one. Let's see here. Compare team must have either been drafted by that team or played at least one game with that team in their career. So JD Drew would work here. even though he um, didn't ever actually play a game for the Phillies. He also works over here. Um, as far as 20 game winners, though, I think I'm gonna go just all the way back to Grover Alexander. That's how rare that is, actually. 4%. Okay. Um, I believe Mr. Schoolboy Rowe will work here. He goes sub one. And then 20 wins from the Orioles. It hasn't happened in a while, I don't think. You have your Cy Young winners, Jim Palmer, Steve Stone, and Mike Flanagan will all work. So will Dave McNally, Mike Cuellar, um, Pat Dobson will work. I'm trying to think who from. I wonder if was it Milt Pappas was traded for Frank Robinson. I wonder if he won 20 games early up, but probably not actually. And I'd have to look it up, but what I'm not coming up with is any St. Louis Browns who won 20 games. Did Cy Young play the St. Louis Browns? I know he played at least a little bit with the Cardinals. Um, I think of the choices I listed, I'm gonna go with Pat Dobson. One of six, or sorry, one of four players to win 20 games on the 1971 Baltimore Orioles. Um, I have a name. I believe the name is Strickland, but now I'm second guessing. I don't think I've actually got the guy. I just saw him on Twitter the other day, or X the other day, and he had a glorious mustache. But and I looked him up, and he hit a lot of the same teams as Jimmy Fox. So I was thinking of using him. Oh, you know who does work though is Tony Perez, the Hall of Famer, does work for both teams at 1%. All right, let's see if we can come up with some more here. So I'm gonna struggle with the Tigers. Let's go Jeffrey Hammonds will work for the Orioles. He was a first round draft pick. Takes 1.0. So that's actually higher than the right around. Tommy Green was one that had surprised me. So that is a good low pick. Now let's think about Detroit. Because I Pena, I definitely looked up someone else that would work, but I'm not. It's not springing to mind here. Um, Trying to think. Like Roberto Hernandez was one that worked. Joey Cora hit a few teams. Ron Valone hit a bunch of teams. Um, None of them work for Detroit though. Um, Jason Kendall hit a bunch of. Ooh, Sheffield works. I don't think that's going to be very low. If anything, I should have flipped him, but I think let's go with Sheffield. Let's see how he does as a. He goes sub one, not as good as Pena would have been, but or Pena was, but goes sub one, and I get 13. So I did. I will confess to like definitely trying to beef up on this category not too long ago. So let's see if that we'll see if that actually stays fresh in the mind. Of course Harper's going to be high. Yeah, no huge surprise. I guess I hit the most popular for all of these. Papelbon leading the way here. Cool. All right. Well, I am gonna call it there for this one. Thanks a lot for playing. Have a happy 2024. I hope it's great for you. And I'll be back at it on January 2nd. And I'll upload the video for yesterday's game shortly after this one. So thanks a lot for playing. Peace.